Good morning. So I'm going to feature a video today by Jason. It's called Simply Clear. You got to watch it. Straightforward truth. No beating around the bush. Why kick a dead horse? Why fight with them? I don't fight with religious people or Christians. I don't. It's pointless. It's like kicking a dead horse, I always say. Show the love. Be gracious. That's it. Because God pours out his grace on us. He calls out a company of believers for the celestial realm. We have an allotment not here on this earth. I like saying that because it kind of triggers your thinking. Well, okay, right. We don't belong here. We never did. We don't fit in here. We never fit in here, ever. None of us. We come from backgrounds of religion and Christianity or whatever because God had to drag us through that system in order to show us and probably show them. It seemed like all my life, especially growing up, I come from an angry system of religion that put on a whitewashed outward coating, yet behind it, it was heinous and horrible and deeply evil. It blows my mind when I think about it that God rescued me out of that because it was a rescue for me. It was an extrication, a type, I believe, of the snatching away what happened to me. I thank God for it, because without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't even be doing videos at all. I never had the kahunas to be able to put my face on camera before. I still have doubts, as you know, 2 days ago, the video I did, but it's just the negative thinking part that God is adjusting in my brain. See, God is working in me to give me true repentance. True repentance is a change of mind, and only God can give it. But I call it also affliction because we're living in Satan's realm right now. He is operating around us profusely and swiftly because the chess pieces are being put into play right now for that systematizing of the deception to come about. So that pressure's all around us. We can feel it. I keep saying it. The world mites of this darkness is around us. But God is giving us more peace and more joy in our hearts, realizing that we are his. We belong to a different place. We have a different job to do among the celestials. Wow. That could be no greater calling than that. I mean, this is what should lift up your day in spirit. Not paying attention to the world and all the crap in it. It's like, where's our focus? All right, let's see if we can get through more of this article here. I love you guys. It's just so awesome to be connected in spirit. I'm isolated here alone, really, in spirit. So I love that connection that I have through videos and communication. This is the form of communication we have right now. Okay, attested by the law and prophets. There's much in the law of Moses and in the writings of the prophets about the penalties of sin and about the judgments of God. The law and the prophets speak of a day in which God will be judging the inhabited earth in righteousness by the man whom he specifies. Acts 17:31. This is well known and emphasized by Bible believers, some disagreeably to the exclusion of the teaching his love and mercy and his operation of conciliation. That day of judgment will be terrible in itself. Yet, as with all his acts, it will be calculated to further his goal when he will reconcile all. Colossians 1:20. A reading of the law and the prophets, for example, the book of Jeremiah, will lead one to the conclusion that the main burden is penalties of sin, for sin. Simply or surely, humans are and will be accountable for their sins. But references in those books that God will be judging sin to a finality in his own Son are but hints, and even those hints, broad as they are in Isaiah, need the climax of the cross to make them clear. So Christ came, he died, he was entombed, and he was roused the third day. That is a simple truth, and that's our evangel. That is the foundation, solid foundation of our evangel right there. He paid for all, not for some. He paid for all. And he actually died and was dead for 3 days. He didn't exist. So that is a simple truth right there. Salvation cannot be accomplished righteously by judgment and mercy alone. It comes in actuality only through Christ's faith, his death, his entombment, and his resurrection. The penalty of sin is thus accomplished, and God's righteousness fully established, for him to be just and a justifier of the one who is of the faith of Jesus. Romans 3:27. So we'll continue on, and the next part is through Jesus Christ's faith. We know it's measured out a little bit to each. That glimmer and that gold is there. Grace and peace. Have a beautiful Friday.